Hi there, Henry from 911 Virgin, Porsche people in Uxbridge. Welcome to another video. Slightly different, this one. I'm reviewing something, product called race ramps. We bought these probably about 18 months ago, and at the time we bought them, the only reviews I could find were for people reviewing brand new products. And so there aren't actually any reviews out there for these things once they've been used. And so I thought it would be an opportune moment to show you them kind of in the real world. What are they? They're a lightweight assister ramp. So essentially we have a car transporter trailer, or a car transporter rather, which we move cars around. We're a specialist company, we sell Porsches, so the only thing that goes on this are Porsche 911s, Boxsters and Caymans. We don't do any SUVs on this because it would take the gross weight too high for this particular vehicle. We're limited to, it's around about 1800 kilos of maximum carrying capacity. So so the ramps have never been sort of squished by SUVs and that sort of thing. So the positive, they're lightweight, very, very lightweight, and that's why we bought them. We were trying to keep the weight of this truck down as much as we could, so the lightweight was the kind of sole appeal, and we wanted to extend the ramps at the back of the vehicle to make a lower ramp angle, so essentially there's less chance of grinding out the nose when we're putting a vehicle onto here. And this slots underneath the main ramp of the truck, and then, as I said, extends the ramp, and it's what they're designed to do. You can see the cutout here, designed to take the vehicle's main ramp. I'll start by saying we've approached race ramps, and they offered us a 10% discount on a new set of ramps. So essentially they're saying, look, you know, our ramps are great, any problem is kind of down to you, and so you guys make your own mind up. So as I say, the positive is they're lightweight. So race ramps sell these as being virtually indestructible, and you can use them on any surface, grass, sand, whatever you want to use them on. I would have to say they're most definitely not indestructible, as you can see. Construction is a expanded polystyrene inner, which has no strength to it whatsoever, and it relies on the kind of outer covering in combination with the polystyrene to give it strength. And I can see the principles in terms of a sort of core construction, but you know, for something that's quite expensive, I think these are about £450. So you know, for a couple of assister ramps, it's a fair chunk of money. You know, they offered us 10% if we wanted to buy some others. I wouldn't buy them again. I mean, you know, you can't have something that kind of falls apart, but essentially, you know, this end part has broken away from the main ramp itself, and it's done them on both ramps. You know, this is the same, it's come away. As I say, we haven't had anything sort of heavy on the ramp. We've had no SUVs, but they kind of squash. I have had some people sort of seen online where they sort of squish a bit. We've only had lightweight sports cars, the Porsches. So yeah, I mean, you guys kind of, you know, make your own minds up about them. Race ramps came back to us making sort of various excuses. They claimed that we should have put some plywood on the top of the ramp here, but I mean, if it needs plywood, then supply it with plywood on. I mean, you know, it does one job. A ramp goes on top of there, and it's designed to extend your ramp. So if it needs to have plywood on there, then do that. But yeah, so I mean, you know, it's a short, sweet video, but you know, at least you can see what race ramps are like when they've actually been used. These started falling apart after about 6 months of use. Again, race ramps said, well, you didn't sort of get in touch with us, and it's a bit like running an engine, you know, with a oil warning light on. I'm not sure, you know, what you do to kind of service them, or, you know, essentially once they start going, and it gradually gets worse. So I can understand if you run engine without oil, clearly it's a bad thing. But you know, they started falling apart after 6 months, and we only ever have 2 people. It's myself and one other person that uses a ramp, so it's not like they get passed from pillar to post and lots of different people use them. But yeah, so there you go. That's race ramps. You know, if you're thinking of buying some, I guess if you're really sort of a light domestic user of something and you're going to use it half a dozen times a year, then maybe consider them. But being honest, if you don't need the kind of lightweightness of them, then maybe consider something slightly heavier, but that's more durable. But yeah, so there you go, race ramps, based in America. We bought them in the UK from their UK agent, who actually I think gets them from their European agent. And anyway, they've all been involved, so you know, we kind of reached out and gave them a chance to react, not to sort of bribe or be horrible, but just because it's not fair. If you know, we had a particularly bad batch of something, I thought I'd kind of give them a chance to just sort of say, hey, shouldn't have happened. But no, they're happy that this is how they kind of go once you use them. So there you go. Hope that's of use.